cages. My vision is to look what I feel is the real taboo in our culture. In our culture. And I feel it's two things really. It's madness and psychedelics, which from now on I'm going to start trying to call sacred medicine, right? Which I will explain as I go on, as I talk about this. I'm exploring this at my blog. Oh man, I'll use this now. Got the giggles. Yeah. It's funny, Sophia was talking before about looking in the webcam. And you know, I've noticed a lot of my videos, I'm looking like this, looking at myself. Looking, you know. And I've noticed a lot of people do this, especially crazy man. Anyway, giggles. I mean, so what? So what? It's cool. One of my best trips was like just giggling mad. Right? Couldn't stop giggling, and yet seemed very deeply. So when I was on the shrooms, you know, so I don't care. You know, if you giggle, it's cool as long as it's not too superficial. Right? But you know, getting to the point. Yeah, I think maybe, you know, even a bigger taboo than madness, and that's saying something. Because I've had people, psychiatric survivors, quite against, and people that are against the mental health myth, right? Who, I don't know if I'd say they're anti-psychedelics, but don't want to be involved in talking about psychedelic healing, right? It's like my blog, you can follow people, right? Follow the blog users, and there's a woman who, you know, has got a really interesting blog, and I was dropping comments, and you know, I noticed that my icon wasn't on her blog. So, you know, after a while I just left it, and after a while I just dropped a comment asking, you know, and then I got a comment, and she said the reason why is because she doesn't agree with psychedelic healing. Yeah. And I truly feel that it's a really big taboo, because the state depends on it being a taboo, because it helps keep people in cages, right? Because cages are really worldviews, right? Worldviews about how you know, create your own cage, why you doing the things you do. You get into a rigid pattern, you know, and you end up don't know why you're doing it. I mean, I remember I was working with this Jewish bloke. He's like his oldest Jewish, but I was like younger than, you know, an old Jewish guy, and I was asking him about, he wasn't orthodox, but he would do things, you know, like ritual things, like when they had the tea, you know, the dinner and stuff like that. And I said, why do you do it? And he said, I don't know. So, you know, why do people do things that they don't know why they're doing them? I always like to I'm inquisitive. I like to know why I'm doing stuff like that. So, why would I call psychedelics sacred medicine? Well, for a kick-off, the indigenous people. I saw this video once where the drug war enforcers were on their case trying to stop their use of their sacrament, and they had like big placards up saying they are not drugs, they are sacred medicine, right? And a lot of indigenous people feel like that they're not like aspirin or regular drugs, they're very, very sacred, right? But I feel that in the Western modern world, this hasn't really sunk in yet. I don't think the enormity of what they are hasn't sunk in. If you look back at the hippie generation, a lot of the people then, including Tim Leary and that, they would kind of look into the East, which isn't really psychedelically oriented, really. It's kind of like quite, you'd like to have hashish in Shiva religion and everything, but I don't think there's anywhere openly that would say psychedelics. In fact, in the Hare Krishna, which is like an offshoot of Hinduism, mushrooms are connected with graveyards, and they've got this big taboo against them, But anyway, you have that attitude with a lot of the hippies that went into Eastern meditation and all the business, started looking down on sacred medicine and saying, it's just, that was then, it does have no meaning now, meditation is better, things like that. So that's what I'm kind of like saying, trying to get a message across, trying to explore this, is that I think the war on drug uses terms as kind of propaganda, right? So they will use drugs, quote unquote, and they will use psychedelic, quote unquote. So drugs are like connected with narcotics, smack, coke, blah 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 blah. So it puts fear, that term's loaded. And then you've got psychedelics, which are connected with Tim Leary and turn on, all that business, because he's like a scapegoat now for the 60s, Charlie Manson. So I think it's a really good idea to start calling psychedelics sacred medicine, and it's a war on sacred medicine.